All right, so one thing I've been wanting to do is just create a summary of the books that I've been reading. And so the book that I read was Think This, Not That by Dr. Josh Axe. And so what I'm going to do is go through each chapter and kind of give my biggest takeaway from that chapter and then my biggest takeaway from the book. I just made a spreadsheet of notes that I'll just put in the video description. And I mean, my idea is I'm gonna make it kind of fast, and then in the future we can read over the notes in the description. All right, so chapter number 1 was create a breakthrough by unlimiting your beliefs. And for the biggest thing I got from that was what you believe you're capable impacts what you are able to do. And then they gave like my limiting beliefs versus an unlimited belief of the same thing. Chapter 2 is redefine success by becoming, not accomplishing. So my biggest takeaway I got from that was success equals maximizing unique skills to help others, not accomplishing something. Number 3 was become self-aware to get where you need to go. My biggest takeaway from that was learning about yourself helps with self-awareness. And then he used the SWOT, your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to do. Chapter number 4, find a why, or risk wasting it all. So my biggest takeaway is don't lose sight of your purpose. Number 5 was rewrite your role in the story. And my biggest takeaway for that was you need to take ownership to start writing your story instead of blaming others. Chapter 6 was assemble a team to fulfill your dreams. And that was you need to do life with people. And he called it like his master team, which I thought was pretty cool, and just people that you can rely on. Chapter 7 was build an unshakable identity so no one else does it for you. My biggest takeaway from that is each role you're in has part of your identity, but each role you're in is not your identity, and keeping that separate. Chapter 8 was bust vices by building virtues. And so my biggest takeaway was he went through 7 virtues and then 7 vices. And so the 7 virtues were wisdom, justice, self-control, courage, faith, hope, and love. And the 7 vices were pride, envy, wrath, greed, lust, gluttony, and sloth. And he basically said instead of just trying to take away your vices, you have to replace them with virtues. Chapter 9 was turn off your opinions and turn on principles. My biggest takeaway from that was build systems or principles to live by instead of what you feel at that moment. And he gave a bunch of practical principles that I wrote down, and I'll put in the notes. Chapter 10, flip the ear to turn on the growth. So my biggest takeaway, he quoted someone, I forgot who it was, but it's when you're in trouble, get on your knees and pray, then get on your feet and work. So just not staying still, but being patient. Chapter 11, visualize to realize. And in this one, he talked about why it's important to prioritize, visualize, strategize, systemize, and realize. And that's just the different strategies he had for your goals in your life, and that stuck out to me. Chapter 12, power up your potential with positive perseverance. He made a distinction, which was optimism versus perseverance. And my biggest takeaway with this was we face seasons of suffering, but keep on positive persevering. And he talked about you need hope, grit, and gratitude. And yeah, so that's what I'm planning on doing for every book that I read. That way I can look back at it and make a QR code and just see what it was all about. I'm going to put the description in it. And this was the book again. Thanks for watching.